Welcome to PJ Live with your hosts, Laurie and Andrea. PJ Live is a fun, fast-paced weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. Tune in for highlights from all of the articles, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts from the week. Then grab your favorite snack or beverage and peruse PromoJournal.com for the content that interests you. But first, here's Laurie and Andrea.
Welcome to PJ Live, a weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. I'm Laurie.
And I'm Halle.
And we're your hosts. This is super exciting. We are in our new studio. First time recording from here. And Halle's actually pinch hitting for Andrea this week. She is off. So welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. What do you think?
It's amazing in here.
Isn't it amazing? I feel all professional.
We look very professional.
We do. And what about this wallpaper?
Yes.
This was actually featured on More Time Offline last week. So you could watch us put it up.
It was put up.
It was super easy. And it looks awesome. All right. So new studio.
New studio.
Any new promo?
I did get some promo. I got something in the mail this week from NEPA, New England Promotional Product Association. And it's a little lime.
So cute. That little squeeze ball.
And it came with a note that said, it's an invitation to their 50th anniversary summer bash. And during the bash, if I bring this lime, there is a part 2 to the gift. So
I wonder what it could be. Maybe I'm going to guess it's either going to be a lemon, because lemons go with limes, or a coconut, or
I hope it's a free drink.
a free margarita. Imagine
To go with my lime.
that would be a good prize.
I'll have my lime in one hand, my margarita in the other, and I'll say, thanks, NEPA.
Yes. So if anybody's listening and the matching gift is not a free margarita, you may want to reconsider. Just saying.
And we have one other promo item this week that we have to bring in.
Careful,
A
yes.
special guest for
Maddie Batasso.
Hello. Okay, so my promo is this nice water bottle that I got. I just went on a lovely trip to Charleston, South Carolina with my friends, and in the hotel room, got this little reusable water bottle with the logo and like a little picture of the hotel. Super cute. And I was like, I will take that, bring it to PJ Live. Everyone will love it.
I got one of those in Boston a couple of months ago, and I loved it.
It's very nice.
It is very nice. And it kept the water nice and
Small
cold.
and
Lightweight.
compact.
Yes. Awesome.
I was excited.
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys.
I didn't have any promo this week, so I'm glad you two did. Thanks for
Bye.
sharing.
Bye, Maddie.
All right. So promo. Last week, we took a break last week because it was the 4th of July and we had a bunch of content that still dropped. So one of those things was a brand new niche to meet you.
Yes, we did have a brand new niche to meet you this month, and our company was American Made Cutlery, and they make some pretty awesome cutlery. So if you'd like to check that episode out, go find it on PromoJournal.
Yeah, it was very nice. They did a great job. So
Yes, they did. They did an awesome job with their filming. I was very impressed.
yes. And we also had a new episode of Through the Lens drop. And Maddie, who was just here, we should have had her talk about her own piece of content. She was talking about the rules of composition. So if you missed that, you can go back over to promojournal.com and check that out. And then this week, the Monday Minute, Kirby Hasseman talks about improving your mood. Do you ever need to improve your mood?
Yes, I do need to improve my mood.
She does. I do too, though.
Yes. A lot of times food will fix my mood.
Yes, we were just talking about being hangry. So, but his Monday Minute had nothing to do with being hangry. He was talking about going on the offense. And he said that if you're in a funk, you're living in defense and you're in a defensive mode, and the only way you're reacting to things when you're dealing with challenges. So he said that when you go on the offense, you tend to be more excited and more creative and just happier. So I felt like there was a lot of truth in that. I think when I get tired and cranky, I tend to get defensive and I agree. Just got to go on the offense and get yourself out of your funk. All right.
Start with a meal.
Start with feeding yourself. That could help. All right. And then picks of the week this week. The theme was hit the links in style. So I was really surprised by these 3 picks. They were all very different. And I'm going to, let's see if I can multitask here. I'm going to bring up the first one from Mandy Clay. Let me see if I can find it. All right. This is hers. All right. So she picked the Urban Peak TWS Party Barrel wireless speaker from Starline. I mean, who does not need one of these things? The crazy part about this is it has a super strong magnet built into it, so you can just stick it right onto the golf cart.
That's very impressive.
Isn't that neat? It's rugged, 2 solar panels, and color changing lights on it. So that'd be fun. You'd be like the party cart on the
Yes,
golf
you would.
course.
That would get a lot of comments, I'm sure.
It would. So that is a great pick from Mandy. And then the next pick is from Emily Codner, and she picks, oh, look at this, one of our faves. So she picked the Gabby Performance Cap from Infinity Her, and this is an unstructured 6-panel, low-profile cap, and I just love these. They're designed specifically for women. I know you have a bunch of them. So another good pick. And then the last pick is from Chelsea Williams. And Chelsea picked this Just Beachy women's golf polo from Yada Golf. And this has 4-way stretch and moisture wicking. And my favorite feature, it is wrinkle resistant. And I believe those are flamingos, and I am a huge fan of flamingos. So excellent picks for picks of the week. You can go on over to PromoJournal.com and check out picks of the week. It is an end user safe, shareable piece of content. So we remove the suppliers' names, we remove the distributor's information, so you can feel safe to share that content directly with your clients. And
next up, we had Promo or Day, which we're going to bounce back to picks of the week for a second because our supplier feature was Infinity Her. So now we get to dive into their products a little bit more because they're one of my favorite products in the industry. I love my Infinity Her hats. They have the Elude and the Evolve features, which one is a sweatband that goes along the top of the head. So your makeup doesn't smudge or stain the cap. And then the ponytail holder in the top of your head is amazing because you can wear a high pony with your hats. So if you want to check out all of their very, very cool hats, watch this week's PED.
I love it. All right. And next up, we had Building You with Kat Hinckley. And Kat is doing a 6-part series on the MOSO method. And the third part is intent. So she builds off of the vowels, A-E-I-O-U, attitude, effort, intent, opportunity, uniqueness, and you. So this week's video is all about intent. And when we see results, we get excited about things. So it's fun, quick, inspirational, and motivational. So if you need a little pick me up, go give that a watch and see what Kat has to say. And then we have Branding Matters.
And this week's Branding Matters had a special host. It was not Julie Goodson. It was actually Laurie Moore. So Laurie interviewed Jolie this week. So the tables were turned and she played host and Julie played podcast guest.
And I was so honored to be asked to host or guest host Jolie's Branding Matters podcast. She makes it look so easy, and
she does.
She really does. It's amazing. It's so different from like doing something like this that's kind of off the cuff. And so I came up with questions and I asked her questions, and she talked about how she was really nervous being on the other side of things. So it was fun. We were kind of both like working off of each other's nervous energy. But what a great conversation. I've heard Jolie speak before, so I knew a lot of her story. it is amazing. And she is such a strong, powerful badass. So if you don't know her or you don't know her story, give it a listen. You will be inspired, I guarantee you. So that was a fun one.
Mhm.
All right. And then what else do we have? We had so much. Delivering Marketing Joy. Kirby Hausman sat down this week with Mark Graham from Common Skew. And I love that this, I believe, is like episode 503. We just celebrated the 500th recently. But Mark Graham was Kirby's very first guest on DMJ ever. So he's been a repeat guest many times. This time they were talking about the importance of taking care of your customers. And the one thing that Mark said that really resonated with me was that when they host events, he said that the number one thing you need to do is just really focus on being a good host. And he talked about looking around the room and seeing the people that might not be talking to anybody or in a corner or against the wall or on their phones, and going up to them and engaging with them and connecting them with someone else and just really trying to make them feel a part of the community. So it was just kind of, a warm, fuzzy, feel good listen. So go on over to PromoJournal.com and give that a listen. We also had Selling Seven Figures. So this is a once monthly, it's running for, I don't know, we have like a 8-part series going. And this is the 3rd part in the series. It is hosted by Kevin Mullaney, and we have 4 amazing distributors from the industry who weigh in with how they have kind of broken that 7-figure mark. And this month's topic was identifying and landing key accounts. So if you're looking for advice or some tips on how to land those key accounts, go give that a listen. And up next,
How far did the apple fall? I was actually featured this week on this piece of content. The question was, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And my answer was, I am a extroverted introvert. I couldn't put myself in a box. I wasn't sure which one I fell into. So I think I'm more extroverted, but I value and appreciate my introverted qualities.
Yeah,
So,
you do have introverted tendencies, but you are outgoing at the same time.
like, I love to sit at home by myself with my cat. Like, one of my favorite activities that I have.
Yeah, that sounds like an introvert.
Like, that's a dream.
That's a dream.
Tonight, can't wait to go do that.
All right. Well, I think it's safe to say I am not an introvert. So there you have it. All right. That was fun. You can go check that out and see. We have a whole bunch of industry parent and child duos, and it's fun to see if the parent and child are both.
Me and my parent were actually opposite this week. His answer was he is an introverted extrovert.
Yes.
So, both of those add up. So,
Yes, I got a good chuckle out of that. All right. And then Marketing Matters, Greg Emmer had a new article that dropped, and the title is 5 the Magic Number? And the article's about sales tactics that work. So he talks about how many of the rules that are repeated over and over and over again when it comes to sales might actually be contrary to the objectives of most salespeople. So that was a very interesting read. And we also had the Pursuit of Purpose, Paul Kiwi's column, and he had a new article called The Power of Positive Self-Talk. And I think we've all heard a lot about how you talk to yourself really impacts your mental health and your overall well-being. So it got me thinking about, how do I talk to myself? And sometimes it's not very nice. Sometimes I'm hard on myself.
I can be hard on myself too.
Yeah. And they always say that you are your biggest critic. You're probably harder on yourself than anyone else is. So I agree with that. But go read Paul's article and start talking nice to yourself. It really does make a difference. I'm beautiful. I'm pretty. I'm nice. Right?
Yes, you are.
All right, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, and then we have coming up tomorrow, we have Promos with Purpose. I love this. This is another feel-good piece of content. Logo Mark is the company that is being featured, and you can give that a read and see how they are giving back. And it is through their connection with a organization called Shelter to Soldier. And as the name implies, they pair shelter dogs with vets. And they do training. And so you'll have to read to find out all the details. But such a feel-good story. And then Amelia Model is back with Lori Bolton, and they are hosting another episode of The Rundown. And I actually have no idea what they're going to be talking about. It's always fun, though. So,
Yeah, so make sure you're tuning in tomorrow to watch that when it drops.
yes, and that will do it. I am on vacation next week, but I will probably be making a guest appearance for PJ Live. And if not, somebody else around here will have to pinch it, but we'll figure that out next week. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed our new studio as much as we are, and we'll see you next time.